everybody. Welcome to our very first episode of Always Wright, podcast about all things film, movie, geeky, everything. So congratulations, Adam, on our very first episode.
Welcome to the Always Wright podcast. God, it's good to be here.
It is good to be
Finally.
here. Finally.
They don't know. This is our second time recording this episode.
Yeah, we had a few bloopers. That'll come out later.
So I'm glad we're finally here, hopefully, releasing our first episode of the Always Wright podcast. Man, I'm so excited.
So I think the first question is, why are we doing this?
Well, when I was a little boy, I remember you working at Blockbuster and just wandering the aisles, picking out all the movies that I could, no matter what it was, throwing it on the little cube TVs back then that were hanging on the columns at the Blockbuster and just watching movies and helping you guys work and name badge, and it was just the best.
Well, yes, I worked for Blockbuster for over 20 years, from being a teenager up until being a husband and a dad, and it was a big part of our life. My wife, Adam's mom, also worked at Blockbuster, so the one thing about Blockbuster is when we closed all the stores, a little piece of community and human connection went away that day. Because one of the cool things about Blockbuster is you could do what we're doing right now. Talk to people about films and TV shows and video games. Talk to your neighbors while you're getting a pizza on a Friday night. That we lost that human connection with Blockbuster, unfortunately. So, well, I'm excited to do it. For me, my story with Adam, begins obviously when he was born, and his mom was ready to be a mom. She was excited about having Adam, and we went through some difficulty with her getting pregnant. So when she got pregnant, we were super excited, but she was ready to be a mom. I was not ready to be a dad because I grew up an only child. I wasn't around children a lot. And it wasn't that I didn't want to be a dad. I did. I was really excited. I was just super, super, super scared because I didn't think I'd know how to do it, as I'm sure all new dads and moms are. But Adam was born. His mom had some complications, so she had to really rest a couple of weeks after he was born. So I really, I stayed home from Blockbuster and took care of you. And you had something called jaundice, so I had to feed you like every 2 hours. And what did I do by the time? We watched Smallville, the series finale of X-Files, and I read you the complete Dirt book, the autobiography of Motley Crue. And that's how we bonded. And, you as you got older, probably upset your mom a bit by taking you to different movies and Halloween Horror Nights, your first Motley Crue concert at the age of 12. But I always enjoyed entertainment with you, whether it was going to concerts or binge watching The Walking Dead together at Christmas time. So now you're older, and the one thing that kind of bothers me is compared to when you were little, you have your own opinions. And they're not always right, unfortunately. So that's what I think this podcast is kind of, you're going to hear the chatter that me and Adam typically have on an average day about entertainment. So I'm excited to do this with you.
All right, that's the end of the first episode of the Always Right podcast because that was an hour of our time.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Okay.
My whole life story.
Well, I was hoping you'd tear up a little bit, but okay, let's move on. Let's go.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez
so what have you
Louise.
been watching? You watch, as you and I know, you watch every TV show that has ever existed in this world.
I do not watch every TV show.
You watch every TV show that has ever existed in this world. So
okay. So
what are you watching?
I have my TV shows that I watch with Nina. I have my TV shows that I watch with Adam. And now I have my TV shows that I watch with Nina and Isabel. And then I have TV shows that I watch by myself.
Which you do most of the day.
No. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. I am employed. Thank you all very much. Currently, I am really enjoying Vikings Valhalla on Netflix. I watched the original series, really enjoyed it. Would not be your cup of tea because you don't like long seasons and you don't like multiple seasons. By the way, I agree with you. You're starting to rub off on me with that. But Valhalla takes place about 100 years after the original series. It's about 8 to 10 episodes a season. It's just really well done, so I'm really enjoying it.
Nice, nice. I'm watching X-Men Evolution. It's an animated X-Men show that came out, I think, 2004. So right after the height of the movies, X-Men 1 and probably 2, I'm guessing, came out. It's good. It's cheesy. Good old X-Men fun.
It's a great cartoon.
Oh my goodness.
And on top of that, I mean, do you want to tell the audience what else? You watch. He is 23 years old, and I turn on the TV a lot, and you have SpongeBob paused on the TV.
It's a great thinking show.
Still watching SpongeBob at 23 years old.
Actually, that's something I just watched. SpongeBob, the Sandy Cheeks movie.
Wow.
Think it might be the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. It was like the most horrendous garbage I've ever seen. I don't think I even wanted to rate it on Letterboxd. Follow me on Letterboxd. It was so bad.
I wouldn't put that on Letterboxd that you
even
watched it.
It is so bad. Even kids won't enjoy it. It was horrendous.
Okay.
There's a scene where they're going and showing the villain's origin story when she was a kid. But instead of hiring a kid actress, they just CGI'd her adult head onto the kid's body.
But that's SpongeBob fun.
No. Give me David Hasselhoff.
Okay. Well,
ridiculous.
There we go.
I was actually very upset. But
we just lost half the audience with your SpongeBob review.
People will want to know my opinion on SpongeBob.
Nobody's going to want to know that. But anyway, let's go. What else we got?
We watched me and Isabel, my girlfriend, and the camera operator and the director and the producer and the lighting and the audio engineer of this podcast.
She's currently napping behind the counter, people.
She is. We just watched a movie, It Ends With Us, which is really hot press news right now. Have you heard any of the behind-the-scenes drama?
Wow. No, tell me. What's happening?
Isabel, feel free to chime in if I get anything wrong here. There is beef between the director, Jacob Bodardi? Something like that. Jacob Bodardi. Anyways, he's a director. How do you say his last name? Baldoni. He is the director of the movie. He gained the rights to the book. He's the one that got the rights to the book.
Okay.
Blake Lively said she would star if she got a producing credit on the movie.
Okay.
This is all rumors.
Okay.
The movie's about domestic violence, and he was promoting it as such, as a warning of domestic violence, the signs that happen in a domestic violence relationship, right?
Right.
And he's promoting the film that way, while Blake Lively's kind of promoting it as a girls' night out movie. So there's beef between that. They did no press together. They unfollowed everybody on their social medias. Everybody doesn't follow each other. He was out talking to Ryan Reynolds. They brought the other guy that wasn't really in the movie that much to do the press with Blake Lively because he didn't want to do it. Apparently because she was promoting it for the wrong reasons. A lot of tea going on with that movie. But it's crushing it in the box office for its budget.
$50 million.
And there's a $50 million budget.
And
with not a lot of marketing.
It's the first time a husband and wife duo have had the top two movies since Bruce Willis and Demi Moore in 1991, which is pretty amazing.
Speaking of the other movie, I want to do a quick Deadpool and Wolverine talk.
Okay. What do you got?
What did you think of it?
Amazing.
Rate it out of 10 right now. 3, 2, 1.
9.
Wow, that's high.
9 out of 10.
I'm going to probably give it an 8.5.
Okay.
I think it's amazing. I've watched it twice in theaters. Thought it was better the second time, right? You go in with knowing what's happening, no expectations. Better the second time. A couple of points I wanted to talk about. Hugh Jackman. Awesome.
Amazing.
He's awesome. And probably his second best performance as Wolverine.
Second best?
Yeah. Logan's number 1.
Okay. I disagree, but...
What, you think this is number 1?
I say this is number 1.
He was the heart of the movie.
He was.
He was the heart of the movie. He was disheveled. He was broken. And you can tell that in the whole meaning behind his suit. And now that he finally got to wear the suit, awesome. What was your favorite cameo? I already know the answer to this, but
Definitely Wesley Snipes. Ryan Reynolds is right.
spoiler warning for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Sorry, if you haven't seen it by now, it's all over social media. But Ryan Reynolds calls him the Godfather of Marvel, and he is.
Yeah, he is.
Blade saved Marvel. There would be no Marvel if it wasn't for Wesley Snipes and Blade. And when I was a teenager, I had a chance to meet Wesley Snipes in high school and spend some time with him. This was right after Major League and before he made it big with New Jack City and Passenger 57. And just have a tremendous amount of respect for the guy. And he was an amazing Blade. And just when he turned that corner, I did get a spoiler, unfortunately, scrolling through Facebook. It popped up a picture of Ryan Reynolds and Wesley, and I knew it. Did not tell Adam, so I was being very respectful to Adam. But I was like sitting in the theater waiting for Adam to see Wesley turn around the corner, and it was just awesome. I think Ryan Reynolds is right. Wesley should get a Swan Song Logan film for his version of Blade for sure.
Yeah, talk about aura. Do you know what aura is?
No, what are you talking about?
Aura is like aura.
What?
Aura is like Wesley Snipes has aura.
He does. He has presence.
Yeah, that's aura. When he turned
Aura
that corner
presence.
and the soundtrack, there's like a roar, and then
Yeah.
it goes like boom. Awesome.
Yes,
Awesome entrance. He probably had the best entrance in the movie,
he did.
other than my favorite cameo,
Who was that?
Chris Evans as a Human Torch.
That was awesome.
Other than Jon Favreau, if you count Jon Favreau as a cameo, way to start the cameos. Chris Evans back in the MCU.
It's funny. I love Chris Evans. He did an amazing job. But when he went to fly as the Human Torch, and you're watching Deadpool, who thinks it's Captain America, that was Ryan
Did you
Reynolds.
know it was Fantastic Four? Or did you?
I
Think it was
did. I
Captain
knew it.
America?
I knew it was. I didn't think it was Captain America.
Yeah, I did too. I was telling Isabel, who was sitting next to me, I was like, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it. I wish we saw more of him on fire, and I don't think Pyro beats the Human Torch, but that's
I would agree with
besides
that.
the point. But
Deadpool's reaction and how he played, he broke the fourth wall, and it was. Ryan Reynolds is a genius, and all the little moments in that film. Yeah, you're right. I want to go back and see it again myself, and I think people are going to see it multiple times because I think your prediction is true. 1.5 billion, and it's going to get there by multiple viewings. So yeah, awesome.
It's almost there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. What's next for Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds is playing his cards really close to his vest. He's basically saying he doesn't know if he is going to be a part of the MCU, that he thinks this might be his last time as Deadpool.
It won't be.
It won't be. We know that. Lot of chatter about Henry Cavill, taking the mantle from Hugh Jackman, but
He
I
won't
think
be.
but I think Hugh Jackman is not done. I think he had a blast.
Well, they just announced, or they didn't just announce. It's rumored now that he's saying he even wants to continue doing it after Secret Wars.
We'll see, and Kevin Feige's going to let him.
Yeah, but I wouldn't make him the MCU Wolverine.
Why?
There's going to be a point where he can't do it. I don't know, give it to an unknown guy and let Wolverine be kind of a side character.
Okay, I disagree, but
X-Men 97.
X-Men
We'll
97.
get into that later. I read an interesting fact today about Wolverine in the comic books. When he does his claws, right, they come out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because his wrists are straight, right? If you think about it, they start from down here, right?
Okay.
So when he does his claws and his wrist is like this, they come out through here, not here. So every time he does his claws, he has to have his wrist straight like this, because if he doesn't, if it's like this, it will go through the top of his hand, or if he's like this, it'll go through the bottom like this. I thought that was really weird.
That is like the nerdiest thing I have ever heard.
But isn't that weird and interesting? Like,
No.
imagine he's in a fight and he actually does this, and his claws come out here and they're not through his hand.
Oh my goodness, Adam.
Okay, anyways.
Oh my
Let's move
gosh.
on to the D23 announcements.
Okay, give them to me.
First up, Daredevil.
Awesome.
Looks great. Cast is back. Awesome. They should be in the entire season. Let it be a season 4 of Daredevil. That's what the people want.
Yep.
Come on, Kevin Feige.
His supporting cast helped make that show.
Oh yeah, they're the beating heart of it.
They are.
John Berthnall, awesome.
Yeah.
Let him come back give him his own Punisher show in the MCU.
Heck, give him his own Punisher movie. He deserves it.
He does. They're filming season 2 already.
That's a crazy.
Keep it
amazing.
coming.
Yeah.
Keep it coming. And last thing about that, Kamala's dad is in the trailer. We talked about this already. You like that it's connecting.
Yeah.
Weird character to have in the trailer when they don't
weird.
even live near each other. She lives in Jersey, I'm pretty sure.
That is weird. Well, we'll see.
But what a strange character! Just
You know, New
pop
Jersey
in.
is not far away from New
No,
York.
I know, but
Okay.
he's in Hell's Kitchen.
It's not far.
Yeah, but he's in the house. Like, let Daredevil be in Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
Anyways, will
That's
she
just
show up in the
another
show? Will
nerd
she
alert.
show up in the show then?
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Next, we got Ironheart.
It's gonna be good.
Hood is the villain. Don't know anything about him.
Nope. I think it'll
It's
be
gonna
good.
be tech versus magic.
Yeah, I enjoyed her in Wakanda Forever, so that'll be fun to watch.
Next, we got Brave New World. First look at the Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk.
It's gonna be awesome. I think I love Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I would say that was probably my favorite MCU TV show to date. Yeah, I think, and it's just I was so excited.
X-Men 97.
Okay, TV show, not kiddie cartoon, but anyway, I just love how they're migrating from the show to the film, and then of course one of our favorites, Harrison Ford's in it. I think he's just.
We're about to have the greatest marketing campaign of all time, with Harrison Ford just trashing the MCU the entire time.
It's going to be great. It's going to be really good.
It's giving me Winter Soldier vibes.
Yeah,
It
good.
looks grounded. Adamantium is in the MCU. Awesome.
Yeah.
Wolverine. I don't know. It looks good. It looks really good.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Next we got Agatha
Yeah,
All Along.
that's
It looks like a great Halloween show. I have a couple notes about this. Looks like a great Halloween show. It's coming out around that time, so
Okay.
late September, early October. Awesome. Cool. Good release time for that show. Aubrey Plaza. I'm excited to see her in the MCU. And bring back Elizabeth Olsen.
bring back Elizabeth Olsen. #, bring back Elizabeth
Should they
Olsen.
do that in the show, or should they tease it in the show and do it in the movie, or should they just bring her back?
I say tease it in a show, we'll do it in a movie. She's a movie star.
All right. X-Men 97 season 2.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Give it to me now.
I'm sorry, what? What?
They have
Um,
new suits.
Great.
Apocalypse is a villain, which we already knew.
Yeah.
Gambit, probably a horseman.
Yeah. At least you can understand Gambit in the TV show.
We didn't even talk about him in the Deadpool talk.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Great supporting character. They should not make a Gambit movie.
They should. I hate to say not with Channing Tatum, but probably not with Channing Tatum.
Okay, so you want Wolverine to be a supporting character, and you want Gambit to have his own movie. What?
Wolverine should have it. They should all have their own movies and then do an X-Men movie.
Okay.
I think
I don't think that'll happen.
No, too many. Skeleton Crew, the Star Wars TV show.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Goonies vibes.
Okay. Star Wars
Something
and Goonies.
different.
Okay.
The pirate from episode 2 of season 3 of Mando. I know you probably
I don't remember.
He was in one episode. They did a ship battle. He's in it.
Okay.
Cool connection. That brings me to Mando and Grogu.
It's gonna be. It's made for the silver screen. It's gonna be an awesome film.
I have probably, I think it's a controversial opinion. You definitely don't agree. Mando is my favorite Star Wars character.
That I respect that.
Yours is Han Solo, I'm assuming.
I would say Han Solo is definitely mine for sure.
I
But
love Mando.
I'm a different generation, but I think
Most people would say Luke. I mean,
Yeah,
or
Luke.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I just think Mando. I mean, Mando saved
Yeah.
Star Wars. So
Yeah, and Zeb is in the trailer. No, I know you haven't seen Rebels. Awesome.
Okay.
Let's have a Rebels reunion, all of them.
Okay.
Boom.
It's gonna
so
be good.
excited for that. Looks incredible. Excited to see him in the movie theater.
All right.
They should have. They should have been a movie to begin with. They should have had faith and just released it in the movie theater. Next, Incredibles 3. No, you don't really care.
Cartoon. Okay.
Fantastic. Give me more. Awesome. I love that family. They're like probably the perfect Fantastic Four. Awesome. Dream Productions.
What is that?
That is an Inside Out TV show about Riley's dreams.
Oh gosh.
My question is, how far will they go with dreams?
I don't know.
There's some
I don't
interesting
care.
things you can do with dreams.
Sometimes I think the Disney Plus just takes a good thing and milks it dry.
Sure, I can see that, but Inside Out is a world to do that in. It's like Inside Out inside her brain is like another world with different offices.
Okay.
Like, wouldn't it be cool to see, like, to do anxiety through a nightmare?
No.
But the way they're doing it is pretty cool. They're doing it like a movie studio. So
Oh.
they're, like, filming her dreams. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Cool. Toy Story 5.
Didn't see 3.
Bonnie is... What?
Didn't see 3.
You
Or
mean you
4.
didn't see 4? You never saw Toy Story 3?
No. That's a hot take.
Oh, my God. He hates when I say hot take. Because he doesn't understand it like he didn't understand Aura, you old head. Bonnie is an iPad kid.
Okay.
That's a pretty interesting premise.
Right. Kids don't play with toys anymore.
Kids don't play with toys anymore.
Some do. Some do.
Okay. Buzz is the villain. There's about 50 Buzzes that have a malfunction, and they're the villains.
Wow.
Feel like this has happened in every Toy Story movie.
Okay.
Cool. Whatever. Woody is back.
I didn't know he left.
That was the ending of Toy Story 4. Woody left them at a... Don't even know how he gets back. Toy's not walking 6,877 miles. It's not happening. They went on a road trip, and I think they went like a pretty far while. He's not walking back. Think about how long that would take a toy to walk back.
Yeah, I don't think about things like that, but okay.
Zootopia 2.
Didn't see Zootopia 1.
I loved it.
Okay.
Fantastic. Do it again.
Adam loves the cartoons, or
They're great animated
animation, as he calls it.
They're great animated movies.
Okay.
Win or lose. This I am very excited about. It is a baseball Pixar TV show, but every episode is a different character of the team during the same week.
Well, that's cool.
That is an awesome premise.
Yeah.
And then each episode has its own art style based on the character's emotions.
That's cool.
Awesome. Awesome. I love baseball. Awesome.
Okay.
I am like really, and the trailer looked awesome. Like, I'm so excited. That probably is my most anticipated project other than X-Men 97 2 and Daredevil, and Mando and almost half of them, but
Okay.
that's fine. Next we got Mufasa.
Yeah. What do you call the live action animation?
Realistic animation. Not
Realistic.
live action. It's realistic animation.
Yeah.
Jon Favreau did it in VR with a pencil.
I don't know. It
It looks fine.
Eh.
Probably going to make a crap ton of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moana 2.
Didn't see Moana 1.
Looks fine. Just eh.
Yeah.
Isabel's very excited for that. She is actually asleep right now. She was actually asleep.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. All right. Finally, last thing I want to talk about with D23, Fantastic Four. Suits. What are you feeling about the suits?
That suit was okay, the picture I saw. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
I love it. I think that
it's going to be a period piece.
I heard someone say those are probably the prototype suits. Their first suits that they wear. Awesome.
Okay.
They look great. They look right from, I think they didn't come from the comics. They actually came from the animation, like the animated 90s show or
Okay.
60s show or whatever.
a lot riding on the Fantastic Four.
Well, that
Is
brings me...
Well, hold on. Is that the next film? Whatever film follows up Deadpool and Wolverine?
Brave New World.
a lot of expectations because
Yeah, and the test screenings were not good. They did a lot of reshoots, but hopefully that means they care.
right.
That brings me to my next point. We're going to jump around a little bit here. But let's talk about pressure of some upcoming movies, because I have something that I haven't heard.
Okay.
Fantastic Four, pressure.
Mm.
They've done 3 of them. They have not
None of them have
cracked
done
the
well.
code.
Yeah.
This looks fantastic, though.
No pun intended. Dork.
Okay, that was rude.
Well, that's why we're doing this podcast.
It looked absolutely. They look great. There's Fantastic Four with pressure, obviously. Superman, tons of pressure, an infinite amount of pressure on Superman.
And his underwear. Because
Okay,
that's what he's wearing in the
we'll go
movie.
right into the suit conversation. His suit is awesome.
His suit is
It
underwear.
is colorful. It pops. The logo on the cape. Everything is perfect.
I had that same suit when I was 7. It was my Underoos underwear.
It looks fantastic.
Okay.
It looks better than Cowboys.
Wow.
Looks better than Cowboys.
We'll see.
It's bright. It's blue. It's red. It's gorgeous. And
That-
he looks great.
That film has the entire DCU riding on its shoulders.
I think it has the entire DC company riding on its shoulders.
It does. So,
And that brings me to my last movie with what I think has a lot of pressure on it. Now, recently, I think it has a lot of pressure on it. Avengers Doomsday. I have not heard anybody talk about this yet. Avengers Doomsday now has a bunch of pressure on it because at first it wasn't affecting the Infinity Saga. It is now affecting the Infinity Saga. If they screw up Robert Downey Jr. with Doctor Doom, it affects the Infinity Saga. People will not be able to look at those movies the same.
totally agree. I think, again, you can't go wrong with the Russo brothers. You can't go wrong with Robert Downey
Their
Jr.
track record is awesome.
But it's a huge gamble. And why are you taking a huge gamble with something that was so important?
With
So, I
probably
don't know.
arguably the most famous villain in comic books.
Yeah.
They need to do him right, and they're off to a shaky start.
Yep.
In my opinion, like this is
There's
divided.
no build up to it yet.
No. Well, speaking of build up, he needs to show up in Fantastic Four. I'm guessing that Doctor Doom is going to be the Doctor Doom of their world, and they all come to the MCU. Right? That just seems like the most logical thing to do. And it's also rumored every movie between Doomsday and Secret Wars will take place on Battle War World, which means he will probably be in all of those movies, as he should be if they're doing that. Cool. Don't do Spider-Man in Battle World, please. Do not do Spider-Man in Battle World. Spider-Man, Daredevil, Kingpin, you have the tools for success. You have the suit. Keep the suit. Don't change the suit. Have him in the symbiote suit at the end. Lead into a new trilogy. Do not do Spider-Man in Battle World. Or give him the symbiote suit in Secret Wars and do the cover of Secret Wars.
Okay.
I'm passionate about this. Do not
Sounds
do
like it.
Do not do a Spider-Man movie in Battle World. Don't do it. They have the tools there to make a great Spider-Man movie with Daredevil. Something everybody wanted.
Yeah, street level hero
Do
movie.
not do an Andrew and Toby thing again. Do not do it.
Nope. I totally agree.
Do not do it.
They nailed it with No Way Home. Leave it alone.
I wanted to talk about how fantastic Superman just wrapped.
Yeah.
Comes out next year, July. Fantastic Four just started. Comes out next year, July.
It's a lot of pressure.
Weird how two different approaches. Are
Well,
they just really trying to work with Superman? Are they really just trying to, or are they rushing Fantastic Four because of the strike and everything? I don't know if they pushed
Marvel
Fantastic
should
Four
not
like-
rush anything.
No, have the time to build up to Secret Wars.
Yep.
I just thought that was such a weird thing to do. Such a weird thing is that fantastic. I will say, Deadpool and Wolverine, they shot really quick. If you take the strikes out of it, they shot really quick. I mean, they filmed not that long ago. It wasn't that long ago where they announced Hugh was coming back. like 2 years. They shot it really quick. So,
Okay.
and it was great.
Well, they did an amazing job.
Now I want to talk about our bottom 5 MCU projects.
Let's do this.
All right, here we go. Bottom 5 MCU projects. You're number 5. What do you got?
I have Guardians too. Listen, I know this is a hot take. So I like the cast. I'm not a James Gunn fan. And the movies, I'm not saying they're not well done and they don't resonate with a lot of fans because they do. They just don't resonate with me.
So what are
and
you
that
saying?
one specifically, the best thing about Guardians 2 is Kurt Russell's hair. So he has
Yondu?
great hair.
Yondu?
Great hair.
Yondu?
Always has. Always
Yondu?
will.
Yondu?
Yep.
Yondu.
Great hair.
Yondu.
Yondu who?
You don't even know who Yondu is?
Who's Yondu?
The guy that dies in Guardians 2.
Oh.
They're going. You don't even remember it.
No.
How could it be in your bottom? They go into space. Peter's like, no, no, no. Yondu.
We have passion on the set.
Yondu puts the helmet on. Or no, sorry. He puts the helmet on Peter.
Oh, yeah. That's your buddy that
Yeah,
you met
my-
at Comic-Con.
Yeah, that I met at Comic-Con.
Yes.
Super sweet guy. Yeah. You don't remember him dying?
Yes, I do now. Yeah. That was terrible.
It was terrible. His death was terrible?
Well, I mean, Michael Rooker didn't die. I mean, it was just the character.
Are you saying it's like terrible how they did it? Like it was a terrible death?
No.
Oh.
Like terrible. Like, he shouldn't
I'm
have
posting
died.
that without context.
Okay.
I'm posting you just saying that death is
But
terrible.
Michael Rooker, if you're watching, I love you, dude. You're awesome.
Merle.
Great cast. And I'm probably not giving it justice. I should probably
So
go back and watch the
would
Guardians
all
films again.
3 be on your bottom 5?
I would just say that it just doesn't resonate with me. That's all.
But they're low on your list, all 3
They're
of
low.
them.
Yeah.
You have no soul.
Okay. All right. What do you got?
We are Groot.
Oh my goodness. We're losing people left and right here.
We are the Groot.
All right. We are Groot. What's
All right, my number 5, What If?
your? Okay. Another cartoon.
They had an insane amount of pressure. They had an insane amount of stuff to do. They have unlimited possibilities. I don't want to see Tony Stark race a car on Sakaar.
Yeah, I get that. That was weird. The what if thing's weird. I don't know.
But they have so much. Now there is some good stuff. The Marvel Zombies episode is awesome.
Okay.
It's a great episode. There's some good episodes. I don't know why they made Captain Carter the most powerful person. I know you didn't see season 2. She ends up
No.
with Mjolnir, Hela's helmet, basically every weapon in the MCU.
Right.
She just has now. She has all 6 Infinity Stones. She has it's crazy. It's crazy. She's the most powerful person in the MCU or in the multiverse.
Okay.
Weird person to have as the most powerful.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It just doesn't. Yeah.
Hit me with your number 4. What you got for number 4?
Thor: Dark World was trash, and you heard it here first. You probably heard it a bunch of times, but I don't even ask me about it. I don't know anything. I don't remember it. It was a crap movie.
That is Isabel's number 1.
I worry about Isabel sometimes, to be honest with you.
I do too. Not a good movie.
Okay.
Not a good movie. What else do you have to say about Thor: The Dark World?
There is nothing to say about Thor: The Dark World.
All right. Well, that will bring me to my number 4, The Incredible Hulk.
Okay.
Bland.
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton. Didn't do anything.
Liv Tyler. She was awesome.
Well, she's coming back in Captain America.
As she should. She's great.
And so is the leader.
I think that film was plagued by Edward Norton's behavior with Marvel, and it just didn't kick Marvel. Like, that was in the beginning of Marvel.
But
like,
what a popular character.
They just could never get a solo movie right. But I think they should do a World War Hulk. I think they should,
Yeah, but make him do a World War Hulk, but have the other heroes try to stop him.
yeah.
Which they kind of do that in, I think, Age of Ultron.
Yeah, they do.
But World War do a World War Hulk. All right, so what do you have for number 3?
All right, this is going to disappoint you, and all the geeks out there are going to start throwing oranges at their TV screen. But I'm going to go with Loki.
No.
It did not work for me.
Bottom 5 MCU.
TVA, whatever. And I like,
No.
Tom. Is it Tom
Hiddleston.
He's awesome. Love Owen Wilson. Love the guy that plays Short Round in Indiana Jones. But
EP.1.
yeah, no. Nope. It just was
That's
weird,
crazy.
and I hated how season 1 ended.
What?
With Kang and sitting behind the
He
desk.
Who Remains, not Kang.
Okay.
Dummy.
Okay, whatever. It didn't work for me. Sorry.
Sylvie?
No, did not like her character at all.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Whatever. Episode 5 of Loki?
Dude.
Loki season 1, episode 5? Deadpool reference.
Okay. No. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, it just didn't work, bud. Didn't work.
Oh my goodness. For my number 3, I got Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I would agree with that. And
It is the only MCU movie we have not seen in theaters, and that
Right.
probably has something to do with it. It is a bad movie, in my opinion. I just don't vibe with it. I like Multiverse of Madness better than the first one.
See, I actually kind of like the first one better than Multiverse of Madness because I did like his origin story a little bit.
You were disappointed by the cameos, but
Oh, Multiverse, the cameos were horrible. They over-promoted the cameos. You're
Yes.
expecting the cameos.
would not have been bad if they didn't show Professor X.
I think it kind of goes to our Gambit conversation. Doctor Strange is a great supporting character in films like The Avengers and No Way Home. I just don't like his solo movies. No offense to the actor. He's phenomenal. I just think I don't know. I don't like the whole mystic thing. And, yeah, I would totally agree with you on that.
All right, what do you got for number 2?
All right. Marvels.
Oh
Terrible.
my goodness!
Terrible.
No, that is ridiculous.
Listen, Captain
That is
Marvel,
ridiculous.
amazing film. Captain Marvel was an amazing film. Saw it 2 or 3 times in the theater. The Marvels, it was short. It felt like an hour long. Captain Marvel became a side character. The wheels fell off, and I know you love Miss Marvel,
Yeah,
as do I. She's great, but
she's probably the best in the movie.
right, but it should be a Captain Marvel movie.
No,
It just
but it
lost
wasn't a Captain Marvel movie.
It was.
It wasn't called Captain Marvel 2, was it?
Well, there will not be a Captain Marvel 3, will there be? Because the Marvels ruined that.
Probably not.
Absolutely tainted.
I love how Isabel's over there nodding her head in agreement with you. She has not watched the movie. She's never
Exactly.
seen the movie.
Well, it
and-
made a whole $12 in the box office.
Oh my goodness. It is a good movie. She is very pretty to me.
What?
Dude, you're so old. For my number 2, I got Thor. Thor 1. He
Wow.
sucks.
Really?
Yeah, he's a little brat. And I get that's the point of the movie. He's a little brat. Oh, I can't lift my hammer anymore. He's a little brat. If you can't wear the suit, or if you're nothing without the suit, you can't have the suit. Or something like it. What does Tony Stark say?
I don't know.
He says it's a Peter. That's what Thor is. If you can't use the hammer, you shouldn't have the hammer. That's what Odin's son says to Thor. And he doesn't use the hammer. What a way to introduce Thor. Let's introduce Thor in the MCU. Let's not give him his hammer. Think about
Good
that.
point. Yeah, the Thor films didn't get good until Ragnarok.
Ooh, yeah.
That was awesome.
I totally agree with
See, you dropped the Hulk in there.
He's good in the Avengers.
Yeah.
The first Avengers.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's good in Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
He's great in Ragnarok. I like Thor Love and Thunder. You hate Thor Love and Thunder.
No.
I like it.
So Thor, okay, it reminds me of the Batman films. Joel Schumacher, Batman Forever, phenomenal film. Awesome, with Nicole Kidman, Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey was the Riddler. Val Kilmer, I thought was a great Batman. Great film. It really brought out like bright colors, made it more like comic booky compared to the darker films of Tim Burton. When you made Batman, made Batman and Robin, he just pushed it too far. and then it just became an absolute cheese fest. That's what happened. Ragnarok was a masterpiece, and then they just pushed the wackiness and the humor just a few inches too far and lost us. So
Yes, I agree. Well, I don't. I liked it. I like Taika Waititi.
and I love that you explained it to me, and it really did make sense. That you said the story is being told from
Korg's perspective.
Korg-
If you look at it
Right.
from that perspective, cool.
Right.
That makes sense.
But you lost the audience just didn't catch that.
I like the
So-
black and white fight. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I like the guy that plays Hercules.
Oh yeah, some Ted Lasso action.
Yeah, I mean it didn't make my bottom
I
five.
will say, what a waste of Christian Bale.
What a waste of Christian Bale.
What a waste of that character. He was freaking fantastic as that character.
Yep.
And, yeah, what's your number one? What's your worst MCU
Come
project?
on, man.
Don't you dare.
Everybody out there is
Don't
going to
even
go
say
with
it.
me. The Eternals was a
Oh.
mound of steaming crap.
I was waiting for you to say X-Men 97.
No. The Eternals was like, I appreciate that Marvel's like, hey, we got to venture out. We got to experiment. We have to try different things. And they did, but it didn't work. It was weird. And like, I can't believe they were even promoting like creating a sequel. Everybody knew that was not going to be made. Like, nobody was going to watch it.
I don't think it's that bad. It looks really
I
good.
don't think it's that good. So.
It looks really good.
Okay.
Visually.
But you're a filmmaker, so you see yeah.
Yeah, but it does add to it. Like, I'm trying to think of a bad. Thor Love and Thunder does not have great CGI. And it adds to it. Eternals, like, that's what they were going for. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Great
what they were
cast.
going for.
Great
cast.
cast.
Probably the best cast in the MCU.
Yeah. Great cast. It just
Yeah. For me, number one, sorry, Isabel, Thor the Dark World. I have two back-to-back Thors. I really did not like the first two Thor movies. Man, Thor the Dark World sucks. There's not a redeeming quality. There's freaking Loki and Thor, good, cool. That's it. Their relationship, good. Cool to see him after the aftermath of the Avengers. Cool. His mom dying, don't care. Whatever. Anthony Hopkins' death in Ragnarok was better than her death in Thor the Dark World. And he died like in 30 seconds.
But you know what, Adam? You bring up a really good point. That the MCU has had a lot of bad movies.
Oh, from the beginning.
In TV from the beginning. So just because they've hit a few rough spots recently,
Which I don't think they have. I like the Marvels.
Though they've hit a few, like, again, everybody expects every Marvel movie to do $1 billion. It's not. So it's hit a few rough patches, but
I don't think it has. People
Adam.
are being, because there's more content, this is what I want people to realize, in my opinion. Because there's more content, there's going to be more stuff people don't like. There's
Good
more,
point.
there's more movies and TV shows. That's just how the world works.
Right.
That's just how it goes. The more ratings there are of something, the lower the score goes. That's how it goes, right? So people forget that No Way Home came out 2 years ago, or 3 now. Guardians 3 released, and I know you don't like it, but everybody else loved it. Like, people just tend to forget that those existed and say, like, MCU is trash. No Way Home was, I think it's in the top 10 grossing movies of all time. And Guardians 3 almost made $1 billion. I think it made like $850,000.
I think you're right. And it's so funny that you mentioned, like, everybody's saying it's trash. It reminds me of Jamie Lee Curtis coming out in the media and saying how bad recently Marvel movies are, but she's in Borderlands.
Oh, that is getting absolutely
Borderlands
screwed
just,
over.
I mean, my gosh. They're
And
gonna have
I want to see it because Bobby Lee's in it.
yeah.
And he's one of my favorite comedians.
They're gonna have those popcorn buckets in the theaters for a real long time. Yeah. Okay.
All right, I want to do a quick little thing.
Okay.
And if people like this, I want to continue the segment. X-Men 97 versus, because you're so freaking hateful on X-Men 97, even though it's a top 3 MCU project, and it's not 3.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Here we go. Going to give you a movie. You tell me if it's better or worse than X-Men 97.
Okay.
Start off easy. Avengers Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool. Come on.
X-Men The Last Stand.
The Last Stand.
You like The Last Stand?
Yeah, I did.
People do not like that movie. X-Men Apocalypse.
Ooh, Apocalypse is better.
Oh, but that one gave you some.
Yeah, it did. It did. You're right.
Let's keep it going. Let's do another easy one. Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay, where are you going with this?
Any Spider-Man movies.
Any of they're all better.
They're all better than that.
Yeah.
Madam Web.
Ooh.
No, don't say ooh.
I'm going with Madam Web.
You're a Madam Web defender.
I am.
You like the movie.
I did.
You really like the movie.
I don't know if I really liked it.
You liked it.
I enjoyed it.
It was a terrible movie. It is.
You
so
were in
bad.
the theater saying it's trash.
Because it was.
Okay.
It was bad. And I am very positive on movies. Every movie I usually give
That's true.
very positive reviews. No. Okay, let's keep going. Morbius.
I liked Morbius. It was
Better than X-Men 97.
Yes, I did.
Any Marvel movie ever. Think about that.
No. I mean, no. There were worse Marvel movies.
So you think all your bottom fives are worse than X-Men 97?
Probably, yeah.
What do you hate about X-Men 97?
It's not. It's a great kids cartoon. You take it like it's this big, stunning, like masterpiece of
'Cause
storytelling.
that's what it was. That's what it was.
I grew up in the '80s where we we had Saturday morning cartoons. They were great, and that's what.
What
that
are you,
is.
almost 50?
Yeah, I am.
You are.
And it just reminded me of a Saturday morning cartoon.
That's the vibes that it was supposed to give off.
Well, then it succeeded.
You're trash.
You're trash.
Bye.
Bye.